Can this team afford to move one of Ceci or Kulak and not bring a defenseman back?
You do have the two guys in Stecher and Brown that are there.
Let's say Ceci gets moved.
Sure.
Somebody takes Ceci, veteran guy, red-shot guy, decent salary. One of the reasons he's probably still here. So then you got Ekholm and Bouchard.
Yep.
Nurse and Broberg.
Yep.
Kulak and a rotation, depending on maybe the matchup, of Brown and Stecher.
Yeah.
Is that like that? With Broberg hopefully elevating, we don't have super high expectations for Brown outside of being like a physical presence back there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I would like to see more opportunity for Stecher at some point, just to see if he can play regularly for a legitimate contender like this. Could that blue line be better if Broberg, like better than this last one they had, if Broberg takes a step?
That'll probably be something that we talk about and watch for in the early part of the season is where is Broberg? Is he taking a step? Is he the guy we saw in the playoffs? Looks like he's ready. I think that would be a relief for people. And then if that is the case and they move out a Ceci or a Kulak, hypothetically, like we're saying, I think you could say that the defense is a little bit better. But there's a couple of big ifs. It's A, the play of Broberg and his progression. And then B, what is Josh Brown and what kind of Troy Stecher are you getting?
In a perfect world, they'd probably love to have their blue line locked in.
Yeah.
But as long as everybody's healthy up front, your real only focus at the deadline will be to go out and get a defenseman.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think
and
so.
If there's only the one job you have to do, you would hope that you maybe even move on it Tanev early. Not Tanev, but like how Dallas moved early on Tanev. Yeah.
No, I get that.
To move on it early and lock up that guy. Like lock up whoever the guy is come deadline time. So that's something you can look at. Now, we all sort of just assume that if Broberg takes a step, it's just Nurse and Broberg. It's Nurse and Broberg. It's Nurse and Broberg. Do you think that's locked in?
No.
Or could it get to a point where it's like Broberg and Ekholm and Nurse and Bouchard? Or
Nurse and Bouchard.
I'm trying to figure out what else it would be if it's not Ekholm and Broberg. And I just feel like it just seems so obvious that those would be the two guys next year, unless you still ride Ceci alongside. Because they would mix in Desharnais with Nurse this year.
What is, I'm wondering about Stecher. How much does he play? Where does he find the spot? Would he be a viable option to play alongside Nurse? I'm assuming the idea of it doesn't tickle a lot of people's fancy, understandably so, but I'm just kind of curious, what would that pairing look like? Two veteran guys, one guy a little bit smaller, the other guy big, but not playing overly physical lately. They both skate well, generally move the puck well. Both have offensive capabilities, but would that be an ideal? How would they be together in their own zone? That might not be great. I'm just curious. I'm sure we might see it at some point.
I think it comes back around to the original conversation that we were starting to have is, do you need to have a defenseman come back in a Ceci Kulak trade? Even if it's not an upgrade, if you believe in Broberg, I don't know if you are confident with Brown or Stecher as your. Now, I guess at the deadline, like we said, they could upgrade on him anyway.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Can you get through 4.5, 5 months?
Probably.
With Stecher and 3-4 months to the deadline with Stecher and Brown?
Yes.
Probably.